There. All right. Okay. Hello. I'm Matt Lane, and I'm the young adult librarian at O'Neill Library in Mountain Brook. And this is Reagan. She is one of our teen interns working with us this summer. And today we are going to make Dalgona coffee. I have never made Dalgona coffee. Have you ever made Dalgona coffee?
No.
I didn't really even know what Dalgona coffee was until a few short months ago. So apparently it is a whipped coffee that's popular in Korea. I believe it's also been popular in Greece and a few other places. So it's actually got a long storied history, but it got really popular during the pandemic on TikTok. Some people started making it and sort of blew up big. So it's almost like a reverse cappuccino. So instead of whipping the milk or frothing the milk as we do in a cappuccino, we're going to whip the coffee. And for this, we are going to use instant coffee, and we're going to use sugar. You can use any type of sugar, really. Even sugar substitutes should work as well, as long as they're granulated. We're going to use hot water. And it's basically a 1:1 ratio. So we'll use 1 part of instant coffee, 1 part instant sugar, or just regular sugar, and 1 part instant water.
Instant water.
All right, you ready? Okay, so not even opened up my instant coffee yet. Ooh.
That's a really nice sound.
Yeah, we were experiencing some ASMR while we were filling our little water pitcher. So do I have a trash can in here? There's one. All right. Okay, so scoop out some.
How much? 2 tablespoons?
Well, how much you want to make? You want to make a bunch?
Sure.
Let's go with at least 6 tablespoons each, and I think that'll be easier to whip.
2, 3, 4, 5. Would you like to do this for yourself?
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to do 6 tablespoons as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, that's going to be good. So far, you can see, we've just got our coffee. All right. Now we're going to do 6 tablespoons of sugar.
1, 2.
So now fancier people who have hand mixers, this works great with a hand mixer. We are going old school with a whisk. I'm sure you could probably do it with a fork, but it would probably take you a really long time. So we're happy to have our whisk. And I said we don't have a hand mixer. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this also works with any milk. So we're not actually going to whip any of the milk. So the milk will be at the bottom, and the whipped coffee will be at the top when we get done. Okay, so we've got our ingredients. Oh, that's kind of pretty. You see that? Yeah, a little brown on brown. Lovely. Okay, and now what do we need? We need the hot water.
How much should we add?
I think it will be 6 tablespoons. Ready? Where's our tablespoon? Did we lose it? I guess we'll have to do it. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, now to mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Lovely. Okay, and now we get to start whisking. So one thing that I read was that if you sort of do a zigzag pattern while you're whisking instead of just round and round the bowl, that you're going to get a little faster whipping. And you can time this at home, but I think we'll end up being probably around 10 minutes is what I'm guessing. It does sort of get a little more frothy when I go back and forth. Oh, I'm starting to get a little whip. Oh boy. Smells good. And you can use any sort of instant coffee. It does need to be granulated, so you can do this with decaf coffee. Today we're going full caffeine.
Shall we show them what it's looking like?
Yeah. Let's give it a look. There's a lot of sound up in here.
Mine's too small. It's gonna spit out
I'm
of
just
it.
switching up. So in my previous life, I worked in a little bakery, for about 10 years. I do have some whipping experience. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little thick. So, ideally, we're going to end up with a almost whipped cream textured foam. Is your arm getting tired? Woo-wee. This workout I've done this whole pandemic. Really pretty color. You can also do this hot or cold, so you want to use hot water when you're mixing, but that really helps incorporate everything. But you can also, we're going to use cold milk, and that should make it pretty chilled for us. Reagan doesn't actually even drink coffee.
Nope.
So she is just doing this out of the kindness of her heart. How's it looking?
A little more liquidy than I expected.
Yeah, mine's got a little bit of thickness.
I also don't have years of whipping experience,
Right.
like you did in your previous life.
Ooh-wee, it does make the hand tired though. Where is that hand mixer now? So since we're at a library, we can talk about books. You reading anything good?
I'm still reading The Raven Boys,
Oh, that's such a great book.
but I finished the first book and now I'm on The Dream Thief.
Yeah, that's a really, really neat series. Is that, who's the author?
Maggie, something with an S.
Yeah, Stiff-Vader. Sure.
How about you? You reading anything good?
I've been reading a bunch, and yeah, I've read some really, really fabulous books this year. I'm actually not really even supposed to talk publicly about things that I'm reading though, so I'll tell you things that I've read in the past. Let's see, what was my favorite thing that I read last year? I really loved reading Educated. Have you read that?
I did. I read it
Sarah Westover?
for school. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it felt almost like reading a Stephen King novel, but it was a biography. I mean, just some of the stuff that happened to her growing up. So it's getting a really beautiful kind of caramel
Pretty.
color, and you're getting a little bit of thickness.
Yours is a little bit thicker than mine.
Just a little bit, but you know, I've got a bigger bowl, so I'm getting to whip a little more air in probably than mine. Woo! 3 days later. Yeah, it's getting some pretty good picture. I don't know if you can see that on the video. I think it's a pretty good resolution.
So, word of wisdom: use a big bowl.
Yeah, I think that would help as a big bowl. And I'm wearing our Dynamite Dystopian. That's our theme for the year. So we have a teen advisory board at our library, and the teen advisory board votes each year on what we're going to do for our summer reading theme. So instead of going with the national theme, a lot of times they'll come up with something else. And this year, they wanted to focus on dystopian fiction, and so they came up with Dynamite Dystopian and designed the image here, and we got them printed here locally. And so every kid that signs up for our teen summer reading program gets a t-shirt, at least until we run out of t-shirts.
Have you ever run out of t-shirts?
Not yet, but this is actually the first year we've done a t-shirt. So usually we do kind of a swag bag of stuff. So we'll get pens and pencils, notebooks, journals, groovy sunglasses, and that sort of thing, and put them in. All right, getting pretty thick. You wanna add yours to here, and we can see if they will combine. And we'll just have one big giant. I'm sorry, I got a little of my stuff on the bottom. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, I did not think to grab a spatula. And I don't think we have any spoons. We will eventually need.
We have a tablespoon.
We do have a tablespoon. We'll eventually need a spoon to Scooby this out. Scooby-Doo. Yeah, we'll take turns. That way, we won't both seriously die.
Oh, wow.
It's getting there.
It's like,
Yeah, now your whisk is a little more flexible than mine. Mine's a steel one, and so you get a little. I don't know what sort of difference that makes. I'm just commenting on it.
Good thing, yeah.
Well, we are getting some volume. Yeah, things are happening. Fortunately, we're not in my office. We're in my boss's office. So she's on vacation this week, and hopefully she won't see all the mess that we've made. Possibly we'll clean it up afterwards.
Some stuff will be louder.
Yep. So we bought these bowls a few years ago. We do a cooking program with the teens every summer, and it is coming up. This year we're still going to do it virtually. It's actually really nice because, well, I mean, I love doing the cooking program here, and we get out butane burners and buy a bunch of ingredients and basically let the teens go to town as far as what they want to make. So we ask them to make a 3-course meal, and most of them will usually do a dessert with that. And then sometimes we'll bring in chefs, local chefs, to judge their creation, and it's super fun. But oh my gosh, the cleanup for that is hours long. There's a lot of dirty dishes after 30 kids cooking. So it's kind of nice having the virtual stuff. Oops, sorry, did I get you? All right, it's getting pretty thick. All right, take a go. I feel it most kind of in the grip of my hand. What do you use?
A little on my grip, a little on my.
In your arm. It's pretty thick. You can probably throw it in a minute. Not sure how long we've been filming now. I'm liking it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's do this. You go. I didn't even think about ice. You want to go put some ice, and we have these beautiful little mugs that we've used for past programs. So we're going to put some ice in there, and then we're going to add the milk. I'll keep whipping, and we will serve up some Dalgona coffee. Hopefully our camera will not fall.
How much
wow.
ice do you want?
I would just go up to kind of the lower, or maybe to the top of the rooster, like the top of that circle. All right. So pretty. All right, you want to do those guys? Excellent. And I won't start pouring until you get there. So I read that you can do it without sugar, but that the foam tends to break down pretty quickly. So something about the reaction between the sugar and the coffee and the water gives us that foaminess. So I suppose you could do this maybe hours in advance if you're having a party. And again, highly recommend a hand mixer. How about that? All right, my hands are a little sticky, but not too bad. As soon as Reagan gets back, we'll see what we have. Hey, Michelle, are you out there?
I am.
Will you look for a spoon for us? A spoon? Is there a big spoon up there? Perfect. All right. Fabulous. One spoon. All right.
Should we move this back or leave it?
I think we're okay. You like that up there? All right. I'm gonna add some milk. Sounds good. Get that over there. Yeah, we have made a bit of a mess. But there's no shame in that game. I did not think to pick up some straws. I went to a restaurant the other day that had the best paper straws that I've experienced thus far.
Did it melt into it, or is it soft?
No, they're really a nice thickness. It was a little kombucha place here in Birmingham. It's quite good. All right, gonna hold that up for the camera.
Whoa.
How about that? All right. And there will be many librarians full of caffeine today. We can make no guarantees about how quiet the library is going to be after they consume this. All that sugar and coffee, something's bound to happen.
Oh, the spoon. It's falling in.
Oh no. Oh well. It's too late for that now. This is a nice one because
You can see.
you can actually see what's happening. Except my spoon is now covered in whipped coffee.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
There's your milk.
Messes upon messes. All right.
Should we put on the napkin?
Probably. In a perfect world. Well,
But it's really pretty when you mix it together.
yeah, that is really lovely. All right, so that's how you make Dalgona or whipped coffee. Thank y'all for visiting us today. If you are a resident nearby, please feel free to come in and sign up. We have an adult summer reading program. We have amazing children's programs. We have amazing teen programs. We have amazing adult programs. And we really want everybody to get involved at the library this summer. So come by and see us. We've got all your reading list books. If you're a teen and having to do some summer reading, we'll get you hooked up. And we look forward to seeing you at the library. Bye!